Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So James Madison's offense will go on the attack first. Okay. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Dukes are rolling down the field. They'll run the option. The give to the back. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's good. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the...
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Here comes the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you get field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bobcats offense will go to work for the 1st time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this...
Makes the catch on the left. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Pulls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. To throw, it's Bitonio. Got his man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense changing the play. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Dukes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Cricket.
On the option. They'll leave it with him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dukes!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Batonio. Snagged in the middle, it's Carry-On. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Guys, let's take just a second to talk a little Ohio. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This junior making his presence. Making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grab near the marker. It's Carry-On. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Harbor. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Bitonio. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 18 over Cal. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Unloads it left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Bitonio. Got his man quickly.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's good. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Dukes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air on first down. Going over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, Ohio! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Oh, they're after him. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Gives it on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Oh,
there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now on the option. Across the 25, he's got room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll bring it out. It's Leon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to throw. It's Matonio. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Made the play on the bit, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The pitch. Turning it on. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. He's
going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! Excellent
this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Bobcats will hustle to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The sure hands, it's carry on. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Bobcats are on the move. Looking for a crease, it's Spencer. They pick up half of it, it'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Batonio. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Bobcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Touchdown, Bobcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the ground, it's Reeder. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the back. Give to the single back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's good. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take another shot here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Past the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Dukes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to pound it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backward.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Quarterback running on the draw.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Vitonio. Rushes on him. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's good. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Hansen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get them on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. The option look. Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Makes it past the marker. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
The Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
James Madison, 42, Ohio.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.